The $1,000 prepaid debit card for Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, and Medicare beneficiaries. Let's get into it and discuss all of the answers to your questions. Hey everyone, welcome and thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I'm back each and every day to help you out in any way that I can through these videos. Thank you, I truly appreciate it, and please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, and social media, as this is a big topic and a lot of people have a lot of questions about this, and I'm going to be answering them for you right here in this video. Alright, thank you so much. Let's jump into it and talk about these $1,000 prepaid debit cards for tens of millions of beneficiaries. Now, what am I talking about? In fact, I've actually made a couple videos talking about this, as it is a recent announcement out of senior Senate Democrats where they want to issue a $1,000 voucher or prepaid debit card for tens of millions of fixed income beneficiaries, like what we mentioned at the beginning of the video. So let's jump into it a little bit further, and I'm going to run through many of the frequently asked questions that I continue to see down in the comments section based on my other videos on this topic. Alright, I think this should be really helpful. There's a lot of questions all across the board on this, and I think I'm going to hit on many of them in this video, but of course, just like always, I'm probably going to miss a couple, so if I do, please feel free to leave those down below. If I need to make a follow-up video, I will absolutely do that and do whatever I can to help you out. Alright, so these $1,000 vouchers. First question being, how is it going to arrive? Well, according to the research that we're finding, if these are approved, it looks like they would be sent out in the form of a prepaid debit card, as in a plastic card that arrives in your mailbox, very similar to a credit card. You open it up, it has $1,000 loaded onto it, you activate the card, and boom, you've got yourself $1,000 that you go get to spend on stuff, right? So that's what it looks like. It would be sent out in that form, a prepaid debit card. So that's question number one. Next question being, can we use this prepaid debit card for glasses? Well, that would be actually a really good question, because it looks like these cards are dedicated for medical expenses, as in hearing, dental, and vision. So, as we know, glasses are covered under vision, so therefore, I would anticipate the answer on that would probably be yes. The glasses would most likely be covered for these $1,000 prepaid cards. So pretty cool, because all of us know glasses can actually be very expensive, right? A couple $100s a pair, sometimes even more, but glasses are very expensive. So yeah, that is one cool thing about these cards, is it looks like glasses would also be covered. Also, another question being, can we use these cards to cover pharmacy prescriptions? Another good question. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did a bunch of research on this, I looked all over the place, and I was not able to find any definitive information that said either yes, you can for pharmacy, or no, you can't for pharmacy. Let's talk about the cards and these $1,000 payments a little bit further here. Here's what we do know, like I just said. The cards are dedicated for medical expenses, so we would have to anticipate that pharmacy and prescriptions probably fall under medical, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just saying, I'm guessing pharmacy probably falls within the medical category. If that's the case, then you could probably use it for pharmacy once again. So, as we all do know, pharmacy and prescriptions can cost a lot of money, right? Even copays can be very, very expensive, and maybe maybe you have very high copays, or maybe you're a cash payer, things like this. It can be very expensive, right? Especially if you have a few different medications. Things can add up very quickly. In fact, I used to work in a pharmacy. I know. I've seen it there many times. People standing there at the counter who could not pay, and it was a really, really, really sad situation. I witnessed that way too many times, and that is something I will never forget, because it made me feel so bad seeing so many people that stood there and being like, I can't pay for this. I cannot afford this. What am I supposed to do? I need these medications, right? Yeah, it gives me chills thinking about it, because it just makes me feel so bad, because I know how expensive it is, like hundreds of dollars for just like a 30-day supply of something, right? So anyway, yeah, it looks like that's kind of a gray area. I apologize, I don't have a specific answer for that question, but I will continue doing more research on that. Of course, this is still a relatively new topic. This was just released here a couple weeks ago, so it's kind of a fluid situation. I don't even know if they know all the answers to all these questions. So as we get more answers, of course, I'll come back and let you know. But let's continue moving on, as I have more questions and answers here for you. Another question that I've seen come up a number of times is, can we use this card to pay for groceries, my rent, gas in my car, clothes, other utilities, things like this? Well, according to what it looks like, this is a really good question, but according to what it looks like this is specifically focused on medical expenses, therefore hearing, dental, vision, and potentially pharmacy. So When it comes to rent, utilities, gas in your car, groceries, things like that, according to what I'm finding, I would say probably not. Again, I'm just the messenger. Please don't be upset with me. Just based on what we're finding here, it looks like the answer is probably no on all of those things. But maybe there's an exception to the rule. I'm not really sure, but the whole point behind these cards is for medical expenses, right? Hearing, dental, and vision, right? Okay, so another question that I've seen just a couple times here, I want to hit on it really quickly here, is can you use it for dental? Yeah, that's like one of the main points behind this card is for dental. So if you need some dental work, maybe just an exam and a cleaning, or maybe you need some cavities filled or crowns repaired or crowns just put on, yeah, it looks like it could be used for that as well, because that is falling into the category of hearing, dental, and vision, right? So yeah, it looks like it would be qualifying for that as well. One other question that I've seen a few times as well is, what is the expiration? Do we have an expiration date on these cards? Does it need to be used within a specific amount of time? What's the date on these? Again, I've done some research. I haven't been able to find anything that specifies there's a specific window in which it needs to be used, but generally with this type of product, usually there's about a 12-month like longevity on these types of things, right? So usually it gives you about a 1-year period to use it. Kind of like a use it or lose it kind of thing, right? So I would anticipate that might be the case again. Maybe not, but again, we haven't got any information on that. I have not found anything on any type of expiration or a period of time in which it needs to be used. I would say realistically across the board between dental visits, hearing visits, vision, glasses, maybe pharmacy, it's probably not going to take that long to spend $1,000, just being real with you. So I don't think a lot of us would probably need to worry all that much about spending all the money within the amount of time that they've given us to use it, right? $1,000 doesn't go very far these days, especially when it pertains to medical expenses, especially glasses and dental. All of us know that can be add up very, very quickly, especially just a simple filling or a crown, something like that. Boom, your $1,000 is gone with a crown, right? Yeah, we know those are very expensive, right? So yeah, I think that kind of answers the question right there. One more question being, and again, this kind of falls into that gray area, is if I don't need the card or I don't anticipate using it, can I give it away to a family member? Again, good question. I don't really have a specific answer for you on that. I would anticipate if the card is sent to you and it's your name is on it and it was addressed to you, I would kind of say, ethically, it's probably supposed to go to you. You're probably supposed to be the one to use it. Can you give it away technically? I mean, I don't really know the answer. I can't tell you yes or no. It falls into that gray area. I've done some research. I've looked around. I can't find anything that says, hey, these $1,000 vouchers, if you don't need it, give it to your neighbor. You know what I mean? I haven't seen anything like that. So, of course, if anything comes out like that, of course, I'll let you know. But I think just ethically speaking, if you get the card and it's addressed to you and it has your name on it, I think it's supposed to be used by you. So, again, I can't really tell you what to do. I can't say yes either way. I can't say no either way. I'm just basically saying, if it's made out to you, it's probably meant to be used by you, right? So, yeah. But that's a really good question. Very clever thinking, you know what I mean? But seriously, I get what you're saying. If you have $1,000 on a card and you don't have any anticipation of using it, you don't want that $1,000 to go to waste, right? Why not give it to somebody who could use it? Maybe you have a family member or a friend or a neighbor who needs some new glasses or some dental work, things like this, as we just talked about. It can go very fast when we refer to dental procedures. So I totally get it. I mean, that's a very generous offer, but again, I can't say either way, yes or no. I'm just saying, we got to look at ethically. So that's totally up to you, I guess, at that point. But anyway, I hope this answers many of the common questions that I've been receiving down in the comments section on these cards. Of course, as I said, this is still a very fluid situation. This was just announced a couple weeks ago. As we get more information on these cards, of course, I'll come back and I'll bring you the latest updates. I'll help you out in any way that I can. But this is one of those recent announcements out of senior Senate Democrats to issue these $1,000 prepaid voucher cards, debit cards, to all of these tens of millions of beneficiaries. All right, so hope that helps you out. Again, subscribe down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, as this is going to be a big topic going forward, as this is just another payment in addition to any other stimulus checks or anything else that we have going on right now. This would be above and beyond those payments as well. So I imagine we'll get more information on this over the coming days and weeks. Just like everything, it's very slow, but as we do, don't worry, I'll be right here bringing you all those latest updates. So, thanks again, I truly appreciate it. Subscribe down below, share the videos with your friends, family, social media, leave me a comment or question down below. Again, if I missed anything in this video, please let me know, and maybe I'll make a dedicated follow-up video to this one if I need to answer more questions on this topic, and I'll just be here for you every day to help out in any way I can. So, enjoy, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.